What is your assessment as an office and as a person of the human rights record of this country and the government?
Yeah, first of all, I have to say we are here in the country since several years, since 2005, and we have already 3 mandates here in the country, and we are deployed especially in northern Uganda and Karamoja. So we are not everywhere in the country. No, and we have also in the central region and in some other places our actions taken place. So our record of Uganda's human rights situation is quite one that is trying to balance the good things, the good developments, and the critical issues. No? So I think we don't differ so much from the view of civil society organizations with regard to the criticism we can have. For example, our office was doing legal analysis of most of the bills there were last years in Parliament, and we also help Ugandan Human Rights Commission, assist Ugandan Human Rights Commission to do such legal analysis on bills. So we have the same criticism as Patrick already said, and we also analyzing the situation of economic, social, cultural rights, and we didn't find that, for example, the government for now is having a progressive record of improving the economic, social, and cultural rights, for example, in budgeting issues. No, so our report that would be published mostly, I think, in some weeks, will have coherent and I think also comprehensive review of every part of the human rights situation: discrimination, political and civil rights, economic and social rights, as well as the legislative status of the country. So there are good things we can mention. For example, the country has done a lot for women, and I think that should be recognized by everybody. There is a lot of development to fight against corruption that was not there when I came here to Uganda, for example. And I think even at the state level there are efforts to monitor budgets with regard to implementation of economic and social rights at the local level. Even we are not happy how the development is now, but there are efforts, and I think we should also evaluate and value the efforts. They are positive. So the criticism is there, and we link our criticism to our activities. So where we have identified a bigger gap, our office starts to intervene. And we have set priorities for the work of our office to assist the country to fill the gaps and get to the challenges.
The big question I'll be asking and bring Bernard into the discussion after a short commercial break will be watching Uganda, because political freedoms are always at the center spot, where other NGOs and civil society groups focus on the other critical areas like the space for women, the treatment of children and others. Political freedoms always get a lot of media attention. And assessing Uganda from that perspective, how has it performed? Should it wait for Geneva to do that assessment? Today, a group of activists for change was planning to commemorate the International Day Against Police Brutality, which they said they'll be celebrating. I've been commemorating next week, and people giving testimonies about what their experiences have been. But we'll come back to that discussion after a short commercial break.
KFM Hot Seat, the hottest debate on all relevant topics.